Here today to talk about geothermal and a guy that knows a lot about it, Philip Rye, a residential energy expert. And Philip, geothermal has not only been big, it just seems to get bigger every year.
Right, and it's just continuing to grow. And it's fairly new. It's only been around since like 1969, I believe.
I think so.
So it's been around, nothing new. It's been around a long time. And due to the energy efficiency in America and the push to be green and have lower utility bills, would you like to have lower utility bills?
I certainly would. I hate going to the mailbox at the end of the month unless I see something under $100.
Yeah.
Now, let's geothermal. Can you give us like maybe the short version
the
of that?
short version is a geothermal heat pump operates at 500% efficiency.
Wow.
Yeah. The way that works is it uses the ground, Mother Earth, the heat stored as a heat exchanger. So instead of having a unit sitting outside your house like everybody does with a fan blowing, that's exchanging heat. A geothermal heat pump uses the ground as a heat exchange. Water is a great heat transfer. When a blacksmith is cooling off a horseshoe, does he wave it in the air? What does he do?
See, I'm the only one old enough to remember that, but anyhow.
I've never seen that before. He sticks it in the water and it cools it off. So a geothermal heat pump knows nothing all year long except where we live, about 57 degrees year round. So there's snow on the ground right now. There could be 3 feet of snow on the ground or 105 degrees outside, and it never knows the difference. Wow. No outdoor equipment, twice the life expectancy of an air-to-air heat pump. Just great product.
One question. Yes. Why doesn't everybody use geothermal?
And I'm asked a lot about the disadvantages of geothermal. Yeah. Really about the only one that I can come up with is in a lot of places they have trouble finding an installer, a reputable. So I just want to tell the folks out there, if your heat and air contractor says, I've never done one, but I think I can, don't do it. No. So that's the disadvantage. In a lot of places, it's hard to find. You can go to companies like ClimateMaster.com. You can go to WaterFurnace.com. Those are 2 great companies that have been around for a long time. WaterFurnace is a global company, and they have dealers and distributors and who you can find that do you a good job. But when it comes down to the most efficient system possible, it gives you heating and cooling and free hot water.
Wow.
But we didn't even cover that. There's no comparison.
So geothermal is 500% energy efficient.
That's right.
And it gives you hot water.
Right.
What else does it do? A tax break. I'm sure a tax break.
Yes, you're right. And through 2010, there's a 30% tax credit on the purchase and installation. And I've read recently where that's going to be extended even further down the line. So what I've found is if you take a SEER 16 heat pump, which we won't talk about SEER ratings right now, that's how they're rated. You take that ductwork and everything the same, and a geothermal heat pump, everything the same, and you take that 30% tax credit, there'll only be about a $5,000 difference in the cost of those 2.
Between paying for a regular heating and air unit.
And having something that's twice as efficient.
Wow.
An air-to-air heat pump's about 250% efficient, so it does really well. A geothermal is just unbelievable.
Some great advice. I tell you what, geothermal, it sounds like it's not only been successful since 1969, but may continue to soar for years and years to come. Good job.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Philip.